Welcome to the Unleash the Potential podcast. Today, Chris Pelosi, PJ Demitrio, Andrew Centrella. We had an unbelievable summer, so much fun. So we thought we'd talk a little bit about it. And what better place to start than winning the cup?
Oh boy,
Andrew, how we feel winning the cup?
it was great. It was a great experience. It was crazy to see how, they really changed around the organization. We struggled the first year that I was there, and then they completely turned it around. So yeah, it was cool to see that. Cool to see the growth of the organization, and obviously it was great winning. So.
Well, it's funny because you guys had the youngest team, right?
Yeah. Yep. One of the
It's
youngest.
funny because
teams.
Chris is sitting right next to us. He's just like, dude, I hate you guys right now.
Yeah, you young bastard.
You guys didn't catch us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
You won it one.
But you guys did have one. Was it, you guys had the? Wait,
Yeah,
was that the
probably
first
one.
time?
Yeah, probably one of the youngest teams, and yeah. But
How did
we
you-
started off slow.
So how does it for you, like, because one of the best things about you, and actually all three of you guys that are sitting here, but since we're talking about Andrew right now, when it comes to, you come in, you're like the mayor when you come into the gym. I'm
Mhm.
assuming it's the same way in the locker room.
Yeah.
So having the young guys in there, how did you feel? I mean,
Yeah, I mean that was kind of like one of my roles, just to kind of.
you did have the A.
Yeah, I did.
You did have the
I
A.
did.
Not a big deal.
PJ.
Let us know that.
But yeah, I guess just going to the locker room, picking up the younger guys, because I know how it feels like, when you're a younger guy, you don't know, what to expect and stuff like that. So I tried to make them more comfortable and more acclimated. So yeah.
It's like, what's funny too, because technically you were
I was still pretty young.
technically one of the young guys
Yeah,
as well, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was kind of already used to how things are. I've been playing in the league for about a year and a half, so yeah, give them a little taste of it.
Well, let me ask you, thinking about that, is there anybody from some of the other teams that you played for that kind of stuck out that you were like, all right, let me help out the rookies and kind of build it up? Because listen, no matter how good a team is, right?
Yeah.
No matter what the roster looks like, it still comes down to team chemistry. And I think that's actually one of the best things about
Easily.
like the 9 o'clock group
Oh,
in
yeah.
the summer, right? And the
Yeah.
8 o'clock group in the summer, we just the 8 o'clock group is a bunch of silent assassins. Then we got the 9 o'clock guys that just chirp the whole time, except for Sonny and Fred. They're usually the ones.
They chirp too.
They just going
They're yelling at each other.
nonstop. That's why they got the beautiful award that they did. But
Yeah, it brings the team together.
yeah. So I mean, like, is there somebody when you play for Omaha or
Yeah.
is there somebody in the past and any of the other teams that you felt like kind of gave you kind of the
The welcoming to it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess my vet that I had in Omaha, Garrett Wright, he kind of showed me the ropes a bit, and I kind of learned the hard way. But yeah, those guys helped me a lot. But
any good rookie stories?
plenty, but I don't know if we can share them. I don't know if we can share them.
All right, we'll keep it PG for today. How about you, Chris? How about you coming into so you had to switch up in your situation there, right? So there was a lot going on where you came into it was the Muskegon, right?
Yep.
So Muskegon.
Yeah, we beat them.
training camp.
I asked him for a scrap, but he didn't want one. But
Chris wasn't having it.
I still ask him. Nice.
And I loved it there. So
Nice.
I mean, that kind of just helped
Well,
me.
you went to Janesville and you started lighting it up right away.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard
he's
James
so
was, like,
modest.
sick.
He's so modest, Chris is. You know what I mean? Yeah, he sort of.
Yeah, I had like 60 points.
Right. No big deal. So when you switched over, how was the switch for you? And was there, because obviously, listen, when it comes to being the rookie, you guys are gonna, give you a couple pokes here and there. But was there certain guys that kind of, helped you through the process once you
Yeah.
switched between
Yeah,
the two?
a few guys, for example, Hale on my team, Matthew Hale, Connor Brown. They kind of just, me, I'm a quiet guy. And
Silent assassin.
they kind of got me to open up right away within my first few days, because I had to fly right to Blaine to the showcase, and I didn't know a single person on the team. So I walked in the locker room, and they're like, "Who is this?" He was not.
That was probably tough.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
on first line right away. Who is this guy?
And then he
And how
snipes.
old is he? Yeah.
But yeah, those guys definitely helped me out and got me out of my shell. And then after that, it just kept going uphill.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, listen, it was a crazy season with that, and but I think that's one of the parts that that's missed out. And again, like I know for me, like watching like the three of you guys, and like fortunately the guys that are with us, like there's just a bunch of captains and leaders, and I know like Peach, one of the things that I love about you like this summer, you're always like this, but like one of the things I love about you this summer is like, dude, so there was one point when we were doing the Indian run. So we won't talk about that, but basically, we had 5 guys against 5 guys. Oh, it was the 8 o'clock group versus the 9 o'clock group, and and you and Bose just are sprinting with this 55-pound ball on your shoulders. You guys did it as a team, and then you had 2 guys on the squad that just kind of let it down a little bit. And at the end, you let them know.
I don't know if we can name drop.
No, we're not gonna. They know who they are.
I mean, there was a point where we just handed him the ball.
Right.
Them 2 of the ball were just going back and forth. So you just keep it.
Yeah. They weren't even in the distance to pick it up. Yeah.
They were just along for the fun.
But I think that's one of the biggest things is one of the things I just appreciate in different ways. I know for me, just watching you guys over the years, is how you guys bring the leadership into the room. Whether you do it more silent or you guys have a little more chirping in the mix there. But yeah, so I mean, we started the summer. Andrew came in feeling all hot. Won a championship, so we had to all bow down. But but like this summer, guys, we kind of threw the ice into it. What were your favorite parts? PJ, you want to start on this one? You have any,
Sure. My favorite parts from the summer, I mean, I think it's pretty, you talk about team chemistry. It's easy to, have it when everyone kind of wants the same thing. Everybody just wants to get better here. So, I don't even think I think it's, second nature. We just come in and just have fun, and then everybody wants the same thing, so everybody's going to have a good time doing it. And it's kind of easy to be, who you're, yourself, and it's easy to open up. And, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. And then Andrew and I, say Andrew came in hot, I mean, he didn't answer my text for maybe
this
a
has been
month,
the ongoing joke for 2
maybe
months.
a month when he won the championship. But I mean, that's
he was
all right.
partying, man. He
That's
was
all
out.
right.
He was.
No.
I mean, he was.
I don't party.
He doesn't
No,
party.
I
don't
Andrew's not
party.
partying.
Yeah, he got 1,000 messages. He said, but seriously, we come in, Andrew and I think we're here at the same time, every day. Every day I pull in, Andrew and I pull in at the same time in the parking lot, and yeah. And we come in, and then it's we get in there, we have a couple jokes, and just warm up and get ready and go to work, and it's fun because we compete with each other, and it's not I'll go right at him, he'll go right at me, and then we'll just
we
have
push
fun
each
doing
other.
it. Yeah, for sure. So.
Yeah, and Andrew also left us for Providence again. Just
All right,
decided.
what is this, the rip Andrew
This is
podcast,
just,
or
we're
what?
just coming
This
at
is
you.
rip Andrew. All right, let's do it. I wish I could have stayed here.
No, man. Listen, we missed it. We definitely missed you.
That's bagged out there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah. And then, I mean, so Andrew, how about you, man? What was one of your highlights for the summer?
Highlights for the summer. I don't know. I guess just to tag along with PJ. I mean, just coming in and seeing the boys that I haven't seen all year, and just coming back and working out, skating with them. It's always a good time. Always, it's just we never left. So.
Yeah, it's your other team.
Yeah, it's the team you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the team. You got your locker room at school or juniors, and then you come here. You have a locker room here too, and then you guys are all pulling the same rope, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So I know for me, during the year, I listen. I love all the guys that that I'm fortunate to work with. I love all the guys from when we're in season, so we're working with the some of the younger guys, and then you guys go away, and then I don't get to see you for a while, and I'm sad. But then, so it's 2 different kind of families, right? It's 2 different. They're both good. It's just different, right? So for you guys, how is it? And Chris, I'm gonna throw you on the spot right here. So how is it when you're starting up, right? You're just between. It's 2 different lives, right? It's 2 different lives where you come home, you're with your parents, you're around family, you're around your friends that you were growing up with, and then you go to school, right, where you go to your teams or wherever you're at, and now all of a sudden, right, it's still family, right, still your people, but it's a different kind of situation.
Yeah.
How do you guys, how have you guys dealt with that? How has that been kind of the?
I mean,
you guys can vouch. Just be yourself. You don't really have to change.
Yeah.
all those guys, have seen you before or understand you, so
Yeah.
they're all there for the same reason. So just be yourself and
Come back and kick it off with the guys. Like, I don't know, it's just two different dilemmas, but you just when you come here, it's just like everything's off your head and off your mind, and you're just here to work out and share with the guys. So it's just fun.
Right.
But yeah, definitely two different like kind of dilemmas of families.
Yeah.
So.
Because I'm gonna tell you guys, like, I love you guys, but I also can't wait for you guys to leave. But then like the week later, I'm like, damn, dude, I missed them. Were they bad?
You actually miss me? Like, come on.
What's that?
You actually miss me?
Bro,
Like,
come on.
leave?
I can't. Here's the thing. I want to I want to say something right now, but at the same time, just like I can't.
This is the Make Fun of Andrew podcast. You're supposed to say no.
That actually is the way I was thinking of going. But I decided to adjust it a little
Try
bit.
to be nice now.
But the thing is, like, it's like one of those where, like, it's a lot, right? Because listen, like, for your group, you guys are usually in there, I mean, you're here, like, 7:20, ready to go for 8 o'clock. And
I don't know about 7:20.
bro, I've seen you in the park. You're not
7:45.
in the gym, but you're in the, I see you in the parking lot.
It's like
just
7:30.
That's what time we're supposed to
Because
be.
my
on.
brother's like rushing me.
Are you going to blame it on your brother now?
Yeah, I am.
Shout out Rocco.
But that's the thing, right? Like, but for you guys, like, you're getting there early, and it's a grind, right? Because here's the thing, like, let's be realistic for a second. Like, one of the things I come across a lot is that I see guys, young kids coming in with their parents, and they're just like, yeah, like, we're talking about like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16-year-olds that go, I want to play D1. I want to go play NHL, right? But there's so many guys that you talk to, and I don't think they realize the commitment, right, that it takes to actually do this, right? Because here's the thing, like, let's be real for a second. Like, as much as we love each other, right, we have such a great time, we chirp, we do all that kind of stuff. It'd probably be better on a beach with a soda.
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
some ho-hos and some chips and
Yeah,
like just
everybody-
chilling on the
but
beach.
You might as well work for it now and then just save for that time later on in life.
But how many guys don't do that, right? And
Yeah.
things that what I appreciate about what you guys do is, listen, like, we have a tough program, right? Listen, it's unlimited, so we go from Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
But like Monday through Friday, we're 100% here,
Yep.
right? So like you guys could be on the beach.
Yeah.
But-
this is the dedication we have for the game. So it's what we want to do. It's what we want. So.
Well, and whoever wants to jump in on this one, but so for the guys, like I said, for me, I hear it often, and the thing is, the one thing I'll never tell a kid is that you're not gonna play
be
this,
something,
you're
yeah.
never gonna make this, you're not gonna make that. The one thing I say to the kid is, listen, here's what, if you wanna play D1, here is what your agenda's gonna be, right? You wanna go pro, like, here's what your agenda's gonna be, and you basically, like, this is what guys are doing, this is the basic schedule, right? So if this is your basic schedule, are you doing any of this stuff?
Yeah.
If you're not, forget about your talent. If
Yeah.
you're not doing at least this, there's no way you're gonna hit that. Right now,
Yeah.
obviously, there's a lot of other things that play into hand, right? We got from politics to all those different things, but when it comes down to it, like, there's so many things. So, but for you guys, I mean, how did you guys get to, because the commitment level the three of you guys have to the game is just, it's unbelievable. So, like, take it away.
Well, I mean, for myself, like, I'm not a Division I player, but obviously I have aspirations to play as long as I can, whatever, but, like, I think you say, like, the work ethic, like, you kind of just don't realize it until, like people say if you think you work hard, you think you're working hard doing that, like, there's always someone working harder than you, and, like, I think we can compare, like, even, like, ourselves, like, looking in the mirror, like, last year, or, not that the training wasn't good, not that we weren't trying hard, but, like, we didn't push ourselves that extra gear. And I think, like, this summer we all kind of, like, were honest about how hard we can push each other, and, like, it takes, like, being super honest with yourself to, like, look at it, and it's not easy to do. So I think that's probably, like, the challenge for a lot of kids to do that.
No, yeah, it's huge. I think being honest about, because I think so many people chase labels.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So everybody
sure.
wants this and wants that, but it's like, but do you actually want it? Like, do you realize the commitment that it takes? Like, do you
You gotta
understand?
miss out on a lot of weekends, a lot of things that your people are going to. So it's a lot of dedication.
Well, I mean, like, just, if you're playing in the USHL and you win the championship, you're not home, like, everybody else is home,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
earlier, right?
Yeah. A month before.
So that's an extra month of your summer, right? So, like, but that's just that
But,
part of
yeah.
it. So,
Yeah.
so,
We wanted to win so bad, so it was just it was just good for us that we won. If we went all that way and lost, I would have been
tough.
pretty pissed.
It's tough.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and Chris, I mean, you had a very special summer this summer, yeah?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nothing big, not a big deal, right?
Go Bruins,
no
I
big deal.
guess.
I'm gonna tell you, when I saw, there was another team that I thought was gonna grab you, and when I saw the Bruins come up, I'm like, he had to go to the Bruins.
Who's the other team?
The Red Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Growing up,
yeah.
the Red Wings were my favorite spots. I'm like, perfect, man. I got obviously 4 for 4. Got to go Flyers. Having some hardships, but got to go Flyers. And then like Red Wings growing up was Sergei Fedorov and the Russian
Russians
Five.
five, yeah.
Like you couldn't not go that route. So, but I saw Bruins come up and I'm like, no offense, Bruins, just Philly. It's a thing. Actually, I have plenty of offense. But jumping off that though, where were you when you got like to tell us a little bit about where you were at, what kind of happened there?
Yeah. I just left the rink from working out and skating.
Okay.
And
Actually, real quick, by the way, the one thing I gotta say, I didn't want to say a word to you. Like those days, I didn't say anything about it, right?
Yeah.
Like not one word to you, because to me, like I didn't want to because who knows what happens, right?
Yeah, right.
It's amazing, because you were in here working your ass off. We were doing sprints that day.
Oh yeah.
it was rough.
Dude, you didn't, and I didn't even. It was like you weren't even thinking about it, because you were focused in, you were doing your thing.
Did you think about it like while it was happening? You just had
Where
like,
was
a
your
little
heart?
thought in your mind?
Not really. I mean, because you never really know.
You never know if
you're not promised.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you're gonna go or if you're gonna get drafted. But
Yeah.
no, I just gotten home from the rink, and
By the way, he also skated right after that
Yeah.
and crushed it. So go ahead, keep going.
Your
Yeah.
phone blow up.
worked out, skated, went home, and I just sat down and started eating breakfast. And that's when my advisor calls and he's like, "Oh, you're a Bruin now," and I'm like,
What?
"Damn."
Yeah,
Like this early?
Thanks, man.
I love that, the excitement. Damn. I know.
Thanks,
I didn't really know what to feel at first, because I mean it was still pretty early. Like I wasn't expected to go, that early. But knowing that I'm still on the phone with him, my mom comes running in. She's like, "Give me a hug." I'm like, "I can't." Like I'm getting 30 other phone calls, and no, I took one bite out of that food, out of my breakfast. And
Appetite's
threw it out.
gone.
Yeah, it was gone right away.
How was development camp? Was it fun?
Oh, it was super fun, but really tough.
Yeah. You guys go to like any games like the Boston? You guys went to?
Yeah, we went to a Sox game.
Yeah.
And then we got to do batting practice on the field.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Barely made it to the outfield.
Not a baseball guy.
I would just miss it.
And they
No.
were like, "Here's your blue check," or was that?
There's a couple blue ones.
I had to ask
the
him
mail.
for that.
Yeah.
Blue check. I wish.
No, it was great. That night I had a bunch of family friends come over, and I had to give a speech.
Yes.
You had to give a
Chris.
speech.
Yeah. No, that did not go well.
How'd that go? Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm still hearing about it to this day.
Yeah. Who's tripping most?
Rocco.
Yeah.
And Josh.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm actually.
Was he
surprised.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What's funny, man? So like, I was leaving the rink, and so I was late, and I see at like 4 o'clock. So you were drafted around like 12ish. It was like 12 o'clock-ish.
It was early.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah, because
somewhere
my
like
dad was still at work. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like 12ish, and around 4, I'm about to leave the rink, and I'm like, and I see you and Josh and Ryan walking back to it. I'm just like, what a rink rat.
Yeah, we had Bozak scheduled
Oh my God.
from the week before, and it was a little too late to cancel.
Yeah, you can't leave it.
I mean, I feel like if you called and were like, hey, got drafted.
I think I ended up canceling the next day, just because I had to leave. But no, I didn't have the balls to cancel that day.
But you know what, though, that's respect, because it's you had stuff to do, right? And it's something special for you, extremely special, that what's the percentage of the population that gets to play the AHL? Like .0000.
It's low. Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's pretty low. And you still, you stuck to your
Work
schedule.
starts
It's a good
now,
man.
you know?
It's a good man right there.
Yeah.
But no, man, I think that's the it defines you. It defines who you are, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, hard transition here. But kind of come back to what Andrew was saying. What was your favorite part of development camp, and then maybe what was your not so favorite part of development camp?
I'd say probably the most fun was getting to meet everyone that's involved with Boston, and probably going to we got to play ball hockey with these challenged adults that actually are in a league, and they won their league like multiple
They're probably
times.
really good.
Yeah, they were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And the hardest part was probably the 3-mile assault bike.
3 miles?
How
3 miles
much time
straight.
do you have to finish it?
I think 7 minutes.
And how we do, Chris?
I beat it by 20 seconds.
All right, good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
It was based on the weight, based on your weight. So the heavier guys had shorter amount of time to finish it.
So you got screwed, yeah.
I had a lot more time.
It's 3 miles, holy.
Yeah,
That's tough. Like, when did you start getting gas? Like, had to be around
like
mile?
0.2.
Point two. We got a long way. 3 miles, actually.
Yeah, no, I just put my head down.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Head down your work.
I don't care if I threw up, passed out, just try to finish it.
Right.
Good mindset. Very key.
Always, man. It's that mental. That's the thing, right? There's always another gear in there if you decide to push it.
Absolutely.
There's just a lot of guys that don't know how to get there, and it takes work. But yeah, well, the assault bike, it's funny, man. Like the assault bike, you say assault bike, and guys just run.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's scary. Sometimes, but.
Yeah, you're always gonna feel terrible after it. Like, no matter how conditioned you are,
Yeah.
if you're pushing yourself, you're always gonna feel like
Yeah.
dead after it. So
I'm not getting off that thing and
yeah,
let's go grab a coffee or something.
No.
like sprints you can do, and then like you get better at, and you're like you feel like more like you can do 300s and you can feel better at them, but like assault bike, like if you do a mile assault bike,
Like
you're always
flat on
gonna
the
be
floor.
you're always gonna be feeling it, and you might get more accustomed to that feeling, but then you just gotta push it harder to get like a better time or whatever, and it's just you're always dead after.
Do we have an assault bike today?
I feel like we have to start with that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be our start.
Really?
Start with it?
No,
Yeah.
it's us.
That's something
Definitely.
else.
No, today's no assault bike. Today we're doing just some movement stuff.
Mobility,
Andrew's last day.
stretching.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, let's
Stretching.
take it easy. Stretching
Yoga,
equals your second.
maybe.
No, yo, did
That
you guys
was-
love that last week?
I
It was like,
loved
Yeah, it was nice. That was a good surprise.
That was the best surprise of my life, I'm not gonna lie.
So to be honest, that was a surprise for me as well.
Oh, was it? You probably hate it. You probably want us to work out.
No, actually. So here's the thing. I got about 3 or 4 texts the night before about how sore and just how beat up you guys were feeling. So that morning, I tried to change up. Or we changed up the plan for the workout, but we had. But yeah, so she comes in, and I'm like, it's next week. She's like, I'm like, well,
We could do it.
boys.
Yeah.
I felt like there was no one that said no.
Well, you came up to me and you were like, "We got a fun one today," and that usually doesn't mean like
Yeah.
it's actually gonna be fun. So
That was nice. Good switch. And I needed to stretch like bad. I felt like I haven't really stretched like that deeply.
Yeah.
So
yeah, mentally it was nice too.
Yeah.
Just to be like calm and
Laying on
still,
the floor.
just to be still and silent for a little
face
bit.
flat on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of the parts that like
Sounds like-
it gets. Dude, that actually I think it totally did.
Oh, yeah, you are. So a couple snores.
I think one of the things that gets lost with yoga is it's not just the movement piece of it that's important, but it's also to quiet your mind.
Yeah.
Because you guys think about rough crowds when you guys are at different arenas, right? If you can just quiet your mind and just play like you're on a pond, your game is so much better,
Yeah.
right? Kind of come back to when Mario Trepay would come into the locker room. Princeton's here. How did you feel when that would happen, Peach?
Big Mar is the best coach of all time, and
Speed
yeah,
Dom,
yeah,
Damo!
All time
yeah,
classic.
yeah, he's just classic. Like, I love that guy. He might watch this. Who knows? I don't know if he has time, but he's the man.
Yeah, legend.
Big
Yeah.
man, little man.
Yeah, guys. I mean, the summer's been. I know for me, it's been an extremely special summer. I mean, we had Checking for Charity, and I believe all three of you were on the ice.
Yeah,
We were. Two of us shared it.
one of us lost.
Yeah. but
Anybody wanna?
It was a good time. Fun weekend.
No, that was fun.
It's always a good weekend checking for charity,
Yeah,
I think a lot of guys outside of this area don't realize,
Yeah.
like how special
Yeah.
Checking. Because when you say,
It
because
is.
I had somebody come up to me like, it's a charity tournament. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But if you're in Checking for Charity, it's more
Yeah.
than a charity tournament.
And it's just not like it's not like a a casual game. Like it's actually pretty competitive, So.
But you
which
guys had
makes it-
5 games
the
against.
speed of
Yeah.
that game that we played, like that final game, was pretty. Like, it was definitely the fastest paced summer game I've ever played in, for sure. I mean, it was like a
And it
real
was
game,
chippy,
pretty
though. It was
much. Yeah,
competitive.
yeah. Like it
We
was.
wanted to win.
Everybody was going like full tilt.
Yeah.
But
You
we
know.
all knew each other, so
Yeah.
That's
we
true
just
too.
didn't want
Yeah.
we just wanted the bragging rights.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too. Yeah, no, that was really fun. I mean, obviously, like, there's so many great players in it, and it's just like, all of them, you're all friends, and like everybody wants to win, so it's fun.
Yeah. Is there a? We gotta talk memorable moment in there.
Memorable
In
moment.
charity.
Memorable moment, check. Because that game, listen, guys, you're being way too nice
That's
right
such a
now.
broad
There's
topic.
way
Yeah, I
too
know,
much
there's so
like
many, I know.
professionalism in this situation right now. Which, don't get me wrong, we probably
Like
should
all time checking for charity. or
No.
just some?
Listen,
No,
the
like
last
that game.
That game, all right. The tempers and the stuff that happened on the ice.
Yeah.
Let's not make it seem
No,
like it was just like, oh, we wanted to win. I mean,
Yeah.
that was obviously part of it, but.
I gotta see Tony Vogt, no?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yo,
Vogt, took a full hack at the guy's
Well,
camera. I loved it.
Yo, speaking of Tony though, I think so. He played 6 shifts.
He also tipped one right in the net.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's what I think per ice touch. He had more points than anybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
for
had
sure.
2 goals.
By the way, guys, remember he hasn't traded all summer.
He had 2 in that game.
He played our first game.
Oh,
here,
okay,
too.
Yeah,
okay.
the first game he had one, and then he had the other one. Dude, the fans were crazy when he scored.
They loved it. Yeah, they loved it.
It was like
They
he won a
loved it.
Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
they loved
But
it.
yeah,
He
that
could
was
be
a-
like, yeah, that's why I'm coach.
Right.
He's an advisor. But yeah, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In a hockey game, for sure.
Yeah,
It was just so
Tempers got a little high.
And it was so funny because you guys were on the other bench, and like I know, like so it was
Yeah.
like kind of weird. I didn't know how to like, so in between.
Yeah, I was like, while that was all going on, I was just like kind of laughing.
Yeah, it was
to
funny.
myself.
It was funny.
And just seeing it all unfold was pretty funny. Because I just knew we are gonna come in on like this game's gonna end at some point, and then we're all gonna be in the gym the next day
And talk about
and
it.
just laugh about it. Like, it's just funny. No matter how heated it got, like everybody would have came in still and been like, "Oh, it was just a game,"
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty cool. There's pretty much 80% of the guys on the ice were TA guys.
Yeah. That was good.
Well, it was. I'm gonna tell you. For me, I'm sitting there like, when you got a face wash in the corner, I'm sitting there. I'm like, any other team, right? I'd be like, come on, that's not a penalty. But because it's you, I'm like,
Yeah. No gloves
really?
came off.
This
though.
is what needs to happen right now. Like, this is not what needs to happen right now. And then with no gloves, they go get off. But got a little heated there.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
He was lucky he was wearing a cage. Or a bubble.
Yeah, you went in pretty hard.
Head first.
Yeah.
And then he tried telling me that I was holding on to him.
Yeah, that's just outrageous.
You brought me from one corner to the other corner.
You really did. You guys were flying.
Yeah, you guys were.
Yeah, it's an experience. I know. That's one reason I know for me, like checking for charity. I'm like, I love all the guys on the ice, but I'm supposed to be rooting on this side.
Yeah.
This is not good.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cool that, like, you know, how they brought the cameras and stuff. I thought it was a change, you know.
Yo, D'Angelo was ripping me because
Why?
we had it was me, Rob, Beck,
on the other bench.
Parker. What are the one of the younger
Yeah.
guys, and then we had we had two of the companies.
Endorphin.
And so like the two guys from the camera guy and then we had checking for charity guy on the bench. Yo, Tony looks over at me. He's like,
Yeah.
staff, not a staff here. Yo,
Like, what's this?
well, because I think on your bench you guys had just the kid that you guys were playing for.
I don't think we had anybody, did we? We had, yeah.
That little kid.
Yeah, little kid, yeah. Right.
Yeah, what was because it's Wounded Warriors, isn't it? What was
Yeah.
the?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I wasn't too sure. I didn't ask Anthony about that,
Okay.
but it was
I
pretty
thought
cool.
it was probably a different charity.
Yeah.
He was just
Yeah.
Ant's a good guy. So he
Yeah,
just,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. But
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna tell you. I know for me this has been an extremely special summer, and I think for you guys in different ways it was also an extremely special summer.
yeah, absolutely.
But you know, I think I'm excited to see you guys just light it up. And I mean, you guys have any thoughts you wanna throw in and finish it off, or any final thoughts?
I mean, it's been a great summer. I'm already excited for the next one. So,
Right.
but yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have
9
good
months
years.
away.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have good years and come back even stronger.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully no hoodies next year.
Hoodied up
That's
all
the
the time.
change for next
hoodie
year.
up. That's why I wore it for the podcast.
Come on,
You know, I
yeah.
just wanted
Always.
to wear it. So, but yeah, it's good.
All right, gentlemen. Listen, privilege and an honor as always.
Yep.
All right, unleash the potential. TA out.